So everybody's familiar with Google Earth. I want to talk about Google Cosmos, just for fun. Google Earth is an app or software program, whatever. I was talking to a guy last night who met the man who developed it, Google Earth. So look, what it is Google Earth is where you're like hovering over the planet. And it fills your whole monitor, your whole screen. There it is, the big blue marble. And it's kind of cool. You're looking at it, then you go to the search bar, put in some address, and next thing you know, like the planet rotates, and you start dropping down, like, all the way down. You're hovering over the continent of Africa. Next thing you know, the planet spins. There's North America. And you zoom right into precisely where you want to go. It's kind of the experience here of this first line of the gospel text. The angel Gabriel was sent from God to a town of Galilee called Nazareth. It kind of feels like that Google Earth experience because it gives you a little lifting sensation in your tummy when you experience that app, that software, okay? Hey, we take these things for granted. That we even know what the planet looks like, for crying out loud. Whenever that was, Apollo, whatever, 9 or 10 or 11, whichever one went up there, and the guys took the photograph of the planet for the first time. And shared it back with everybody on Earth, and that's the first time anybody knew what it really looked like from outer space. Where we live, planet Earth. Pretty neat, amazing photograph. It's on my phone. I didn't think of that until just now when I was just getting my phone hooked up. That's what I have as my little screensaver on my phone, is that picture of the Earth. It's so awesome. As awesome as that is on this little speck of dust, this little nanoparticle in the greater cosmos, this is really kind of a Google Cosmos experience, When we hear that the angel Gabriel was sent from God to this little town in Galilee called Nazareth, it gives me a rush, a little lifting sensation in my tummy, to say the least. It's a tickle in the back of your brain, when you start thinking about this, how awesome this is. And we just take it for granted. That's what happens. Oh yeah, the angel came to visit the Blessed Mother, the angel Gabriel. Yeah, heard it a million times. It's like this is what happens to us human beings. We lose our sense of wonder. G.K. Chesterton talks about that. He's like, yeah, we see a person sitting on a horse so often throughout our lives, we lose our sense of wonder. We're dazzled by a rocket blasting off into outer space. And after a while, that becomes boring, Or just in his time, people looking at somebody riding on a horse is a very majestic, amazing thing. Harness and bridle. Able to sit on this giant beast and move around on it and direct and guide it. It's an incredible thing. But we see it so much, we just, no big deal. And it doesn't matter what the next new shiny thing is. Could be a rocket blasting off. Okay, after a while, it's like I watched that, with Father Mattia. We call it space stuff. Star stuff. Yeah, we say, hey, you want to watch some star stuff? Like, yeah. So we actually watched the whole of the Clone Wars. And it's animated Star Wars, story thing. And it took a long time, man. That thing is long. And then now we're into the Rebels. And it's good. It's good. Now, what I notice, I'm sitting there watching it, it's fun to zip around the galaxy in all these different spacecraft. And they're zipping around. And it's just, they're so casual about it, going into hyperspace. And they're going through some wormhole thing. I don't even know what it is, out the windshield. vortex. They must be going way faster than the speed of light. I mean, this is pretty amazing. And they're just like so casual, they're not even really paying attention. They're like sitting there. And then they arrive on some strange planet with big pink mushroom things and lizard creatures flying around. Some strange, unusual planet. It's always the perfect temperature. And gravity's always just right. Air's perfectly breathable. But anyway, they go to all these planets. And they're so, just not even phased. Like these amazing Dr. Seuss looking landscapes and places that, just wow. They're just like so casual about it. It doesn't, I'm amazed. I'm like, wow, this is cool. What? Hey, if it was us, we'd be the same way after a while. We lose our sense of wonder. That we got to be on guard against that, because this is wondrous stuff happening in this gospel. Just that one line. The angel Gabriel was sent from God to a town of Galilee called Nazareth. So look, Google Cosmos, man. Let's have some fun with this. I don't know if I've done this with you before, but I had a parishioner in my last parish who worked at NASA, one of them smart guys. And he and I were hanging out on the back deck of the rectory, and we were talking about space stuff. And then I was like, get that napkin, man. Let's do some calculations. Whip out our phones. We started kind of calculating. Okay, let's say the cosmos could be 100 billion, 200 billion light years across, whatever the heck it is. Let's say 200 billion. And we're like, let's go with the most common estimate of how big our cosmos is. And then let's go with our own galaxy as, just a model for the average size galaxy. It's 100 million light years across, basic spiral galaxy, 50 million wide light years. All right, so let's just say, I'm like, look, man, start jotting this down. What if our galaxy was a grain of sand? And there's 100 billion galaxies in the cosmos, in the visible cosmos that we can see. That's our best estimate. Evenly distributed nicely all around us, like we're swimming in a sea of starfish, okay? And 1 grain of sand, our galaxy. So let's get 100 billion grains of sand, fills up a pickup truck, like a full-size truckload, man, of sand. That's how many galaxies are in the cosmos that we think. All right, so now, how big's the cosmos? We did some more math and we figured must be the size of the Astrodome is what we came up with. So let's go to the Astrodome for a second and sit down in the bleachers there and just look around and think, man, this is huge. Wow. And look all around. Imagine this is the cosmos. Here comes a truck, unloads all the sand, and now let's just spread all that sand around, evenly distributed through the air, all those particles of sand, all around the whole arena inside there. Each one of those grains of sand, 100 million light years across. Just a grain of sand. It's awesome to think about it, isn't it? And now, let's imagine we're with God outside the cosmos. He's going to send this angel, this angelic being, pure immaterial being, personal being with intellect and will, an awesome being that if we imagine it, if it appeared here right now, I'd be hiding under the Christmas tree, boy. I'd be like that little dog. The Grinch's dog, remember when he hides in the snowbank and his little behinds wiggling in the snow? And he's afraid. All right, that would be me, man. I'd be hiding under the tree. If an archangel appeared to us in here right now, there are immaterial beings called angels. Intermediary stage between us and God, there's another type of being that's purely immaterial. That's a fact. And this being close to Almighty God has a name, Gabriel. That's the actual name of this being, exists right now. And it was sent by God. entered into the cosmos, into time and space, an amazing luminous being that comes into time and space from outside of it. All the way down, picture the Astrodome, through all these particles, all these galaxies, till it finds the one little grain of sand floating around in there somewhere. And then zoom in on that thing. We're going to have to go into the realm of quantum particles. I don't know. You got to go into that little grain of sand, our galaxy, 100 million light years across, into the outer bands, and find our star of the, was it 100 billion stars, right? In a galaxy. Deacon Jim's a space guy. All right. And we were just talking about this. 100 billion stars in our galaxy. Yeah, go in there and find ours. And then find a little chunk of rock floating around the star. And then zoom in to Nazareth in Galilee at this particular moment. You feel the stretch, you feel the pull, feel the awesome sense of wonder. Yes? All right. So all I'm trying to do is lead you through a reflection here that these are deep and profound mysteries that Paul says are being revealed now. Kept secret for long ages and now revealed. The coming into this world of the Son of God, the announcement of his coming by an angel, awesome, deep, and profound mysteries. So this Christmas, try to stir up that sense of wonder at the mystery of things that have been revealed to us and be awestruck in a fresh way.